When my mother first said the word divorce, it didn't sound real. It was said quietly, almost casually, as if she were talking about changing jobs or moving to a different apartment. But the effect it had on my father was anything but quiet. It shattered him slowly, invisibly, the way rust eats through metal long before anything collapses. My dad didn't cry at first. He didn't yell. He didn't beg her in front of me. He just stopped being himself. He became smaller somehow, quieter, his shoulders slumped as if he were carrying a weight no one else could see. He smiles. When he did smile, it didn't reach his eyes. And when he thought no one was watching, his face looked empty, like someone who had already accepted loss, but didn't know how to survive it. For about a week, my life became a commute between two worlds. My mother was staying somewhere else. I don't even remember where exactly, only that it wasn't home. Home was where my father stayed. Home was where the silence lived. I went back and forth every day. With my mom, everything was tense but determined. With my dad, everything was fragile. I tried to be strong for him. I tried to make him laugh. I cooked small meals. I stayed longer than I needed to. I asked him pointless questions just to keep him talking. I thought that if I could just keep him occupied, keep his mind from drifting, he would be okay. But he always came back to the same thing. Your mom. He asked about her constantly. What did she say today? Did she mention me? Do you think she come back? Can you talk to her again, please? He didn't ask angrily. He asked the way someone asks a doctor for good news they already know won't come. And every time, my heart cracked a little more. Because I knew something. He didn't want to be the person who crushed the last hope keeping my father upright. So I lied by omission. I told him she needs time. I said she's confused. I said maybe things will change. Each word felt like betrayal. The night before Father's Day, I was getting ready to spend the night with friends. Toit felt wrong to leave him alone, but I told myself I'd be back early. I told myself he'd be fine for one night. I told myself I deserved a break from the heaviness hanging over everything. Before I left, I stood by the door and told him, I'll be back early tomorrow. I'll make you breakfast for Father's Day. He looked at me for a moment. Then he smiled softly and said, Take a rain check. That was it. No argument. No sadness in his voice. Just acceptance. I didn't think anything of it. That moment would haunt me forever. That night, I went to a club. Loud music. Flashing lights. Bodies moving like nothing in the world was wrong. It felt like a different universe, one where divorce, depression, and emotional responsibility didn't exist. I took ecstasy. At the time, I was also prescribed Adderall. And if I'm being honest, I was taking more than I was supposed to. I didn't think it mattered. I didn't think anything bad would happen. I was young. I thought I was invincible. For about an hour, nothing happened. Then everything happened. I started to feel lightheaded. My skin felt hot, like my body couldn't regulate itself. My heart started pounding hard, fast, uncontrollable. I couldn't focus. I couldn't think clearly. My chest felt tight, like something was squeezing it from the inside. Fear hit me all at once. Fear. The kind that tells you something is very, very wrong. I begged my friends to take me to the hospital. I told them I thought I was overdosing. I told them I was scared I was going to die. They shrugged it off. You're just high. You're overreacting. You'll be fine. No one listened. Eventually, a boy I had met that same day someone who was friends with one of my friends offered to take me somewhere quiet. He drove me to his. By the time we reached his house, my body started to calm down, but the damage was done. I was completely drained, weak, shaking, exhausted beyond words. I lay down on his bed, still terrified that something worse might happen. Then his dog came over. It jumped up, curled next to me, rested its head on my leg, and looked at me with the saddest, gentlest eyes I'd ever seen. It stayed there, perfectly still. Like it understood I needed something solid to hold me in place. That moment felt strangely important, like comfort, showing up in the smallest possible form. Around 6 a.m., my friends came back. They apologized. They admitted they should have taken me seriously. I didn't have the energy to be angry. I just asked them to take me home. On the drive back, something shifted inside me. I started crying out of nowhere. Quiet tears, uncontrollable. I thought about my dad. I thought about telling him I needed to go to the hospital. I thought about how wrong everything felt. When we pulled up to the house, I walked toward the front door. That's when I saw the note. It was taped to the door. My brain didn't register the words at first. I just stared at it, confused, exhausted, numb. Then I read it. Don't go in the house. Call the police. I'm sorry for being such a coward. My heart dropped. Not metaphorically. Physically. Everything inside me collapsed at once. I don't remember screaming. I don't remember shaking. I remember dialing the police with hands that didn't feel like mine. My voice sounded distant, even to me, as I told them my father had killed himself. My eyes were completely dry. Shocked as that, I sat on the porch and cried. Afterward, hard, broken, the kind of crying that empties you out completely. There was a lot of crying that day. When my mother arrived, she wailed, "Oh my God, oh my God." I was taken to the neighbor's house and put to bed in their guest room like a child. Everything felt unreal, like I had stepped out of my own body. The rest of the day passed in fragments. Silence. People whispering. The weight of survival pressing down on me. There were moments when I felt like my body was going to shut down completely. I was too weak to cry anymore. Too empty to feel anything fully. And then it hit me. It was Father's Day.